Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. Thank you for stopping by. This story is written for intermediate English learners. Ready? Let's get started. B1, B2 English story. Moving abroad. Moving abroad was difficult for me at first. I didn't do it because I wanted to. I had to go because my mum got a new job. The job was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for her at a company she loves. My mum works as a UX designer, and the new job would mean a lot more money and the chance to explore a new culture. When she told me, I was excited but scared. My sister, who is only 8, didn't really seem to care. My dad was happy with the decision because he doesn't like his job. As soon as he found out, he started to apply for jobs at startups. He works in finance and previously worked as a teacher, so he has a lot of transferable skills. My mum said that we would go to an international school so we could still speak English, and we'd also learn Spanish and German. I should probably mention that I'm 14 and, up until now, have been learning French at school. I'm not particularly good at learning languages, but I try my best. I often feel frustrated or like I'm stupid. I'm better at maths and sports. My mum's new job meant we were moving to Germany. I'd never been to Germany before, so I decided to read up on it, and I watched YouTube videos about people who had moved there. I even found some online forums where people talk about their experiences. It made me even more nervous because some people loved it and others didn't. But that's life, isn't it? I suppose we can't all like the same things. I was sad to say goodbye to my friends, but I knew I would make new ones, and anyway, it's so easy to keep in touch nowadays, as we can text and we follow each other on social media. My best friend is going to come and stay with us for a week soon. I can't wait for that. I think she's going to really like it. I miss her all the time, but I have made some new friends. One of them is American and one is from Japan. When we packed up our old house and put all of our memories into boxes, it felt surreal. That house was all I knew. Until we moved to Germany, I'd never lived anywhere else and only really left my town to go on holidays in the summer. My parents haven't sold the house because they are going to rent it out to another family who has just moved to the area. We had a week between moving out and driving over to Germany, so we spent it cleaning the house from top to bottom and making it lovely and homely for the tenants. Even though it was a lot of hard work, it was fun, and we got to stay at my grandparents' house. They always spoil us. My grandma and grandpa were really sad to see us go But they were excited. They love Germany and have already been to see us. We used to live in a house, and now we live in an apartment. It was weird at first, because now we only have a balcony and not a garden. Luckily, we live on the top floor, so we don't have noise from any neighbours above us. Sometimes we can hear our neighbour's dog, but it's usually quite quiet. Our flat overlooks a really pretty little park, and on Saturdays they have a farmer's market. I love it. I live about a 10-minute walk from the school. Normally I walk there with my sister. Sometimes we'll cycle. It depends. My mum and dad both cycle to work, as they work in the city. They love cycling and they seem so much happier than they were back in England. My dad has a new job, and although he doesn't earn as much money, he really enjoys his work. He works as a finance and HR assistant manager for a small finance startup. I've really enjoyed the first few months in my new city, but there have been some challenges. I get upset when people are rude to me because I don't understand, and I worry about my little sister as I want her to be happy, and I think sometimes she misses home. I'm still getting used to the new way of life, like cars being on the opposite side of the road and the shops being shut on Sundays. I find the banks and some of the shops quite different to England, and people aren't always as kind and helpful. But sometimes I think that's because my German isn't great. I'm working hard on my German skills and really hope I can get to B1 by the end of the year. There are lots of things about Germany that I like. I enjoy cycling and I've started a dance class. I also like that the school day is shorter, but we seem to get loads more homework than I did back home. I wonder if one day I'll refer to Germany as home. Moving abroad has been an adventure so far, full of ups and downs. Some days it feels harder than others, and other days I feel like I never want to go back to England. It looks like we are going to stay here for at least 2 years, but if we are all happy and settled, we might end up staying forever. We'll just have to wait and see. Now let's go through some vocabulary from the story. Tenant. Tenant. A tenant is a person who pays rent for the use of land or a building. Finance. Finance. Finance is the management of a supply of money. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. A once-in-a-lifetime experience or opportunity is very special because you will probably only have it or do it once. Overlook. To overlook. To overlook is to provide a view of, usually or especially from above. To refer to something. To refer to something is to describe something or to be about something. Settled. To be settled. If you feel settled in a job or school, etc., you have become familiar with it and are comfortable and happy there. Weird. Weird. Weird means very strange and unusual, unexpected, or not natural. Anything can be weird. Abroad. Abroad. Abroad means to be in or to go to a foreign country or countries. Wonder. To wonder. To wonder is to ask yourself questions or express a wish to know about something. Skill. Skill. A skill is an ability to do an activity or job well, usually or especially because you have practiced it. Challenge. Challenge. A challenge is something that needs a lot of skill, energy, and determination to deal with or to achieve. Experience. Experience. An experience is something that happens to you that can affect how you feel. We hope you enjoyed this lovely English story and the vocabulary explanations. Thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Get productive and check out our language learning productivity packs and stories on Etsy. Use code YouTube10 for 10% off. You can find the link in the description below. See you soon!